Okay, never mind that. I was trying to do something. I was trying to have a different music play while I stream, while I listen to something else, but that didn't work. Either way, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, just sit tight. Just sit tight. I'll be there. I'll be replaying whatever's gonna be playing. I just realized my mic was muted this entire time. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Hi Chubby, hi Kyo. Thank you for being here tonight. Alright, so I rarely make a performance out of my hello. We were missing the desktop audio again. Okay. So I rarely make a performance out of my art, so this is new. I don't know how I feel about drawing in front of people, but let's try, okay? So tonight, this evening, we will try and draw my cover for Fatal Frame 4. And we'll be using this thumbnail as a background, okay? So what I usually do is I usually use the same background. I leave the background be, I'm just drawing over the character. So I'm copying this and then we're moving it to the illustration page, which is 1920 times 1080, usually for me. Wait, are we not? Oh, we weren't copying that? Alright, so it's usually like this. Yep, I stretch it out there. Stretch it. So we don't want to get the text out of the picture. Because the text is the main part. Usually for like Final Fantasy X and Drakengard, I had to like dig for the logo. But here we're gonna use this because the logo is clear. I don't exactly feel like it's pixelated in any manner. This is a great new HD image, okay? It's gorgeous. So this is not the angle that I'm familiar with drawing, so I'm gonna have to do that. This is how I usually do it. I lower the opacity. Just let me know if anything is unclear. Oh wait. Okay, so we have Ruka Minazuki here. That's the reference. That's the outfit reference, really. But we also need a Sheol reference. I don't remember how to draw myself. I never remember how to draw myself, okay? And plus, it never hurts to always have your reference, always. Alright, there we go. There we got a little me. We got a little me here. Okay. How are you guys this evening? Hold up, let me boost the link a little bit more. Are you guys vibing with the music? Because I am. Alright, so let's get moving. It is times when you're like sketching out the lines and when you're sketching out basically that you realize the kind of anatomical liberties that are taken by artists or modelers. Music is much quieter than my voice. Okay. Is that more balanced? Or is it still quiet? Cause for me it's like a good level for me. I do need it to be like quieter for me. Hey Nemo! ARTSTREAM, yeah, we're trying to draw the thumbnail for Frame 4, which is happening this Friday. I mean, I don't know if I'm really gonna stream this Friday, but let's hope. This Friday or this Thursday? It's likely to be this Friday for us, but Thursday for the rest of the world. I tend to draw my hands a little bit more like detailed, so like yeah. I actually was contemplating on playing Wolong tonight, but I don't think I can stream Wolong because it's so PC intensive. Also, hi Misa! And yeah, no, I get it. I'm sorry for the timing though. Have a good day and take care, okay? I can't wait to show you guys Frame 4. Okay, Frame 5 is a bit too like... It explores it explores uncomfortable themes. Frame 4 is a bit more palatable, and also it's just an overall much better story, really. Like, Frame 5 essentially ignores a lot of the development, a lot of the past tribulations faced by the characters. Yeah. Oh, let's see if that works. Okay. Yes, and the truth is, I do just trace over the characters when I'm doing this thing. But obviously, like my style shines through eventually outside of that. But you know, the base is basically just tracing, and you know what? You learn a lot from tracing. That's my whole idea. And it took me so long to realize that. It took me only like in more recent years that it's okay to trace when you're learning something, but like not okay if you're like, you know, doing commissions and stuff. Oh. Wait, actually, let me move the chat out. Yeah, okay, so I'm not missing anything. I do wish it was possible to keep the chat like on top, because I don't wanna... Yeah, I'll just keep it on OBS for now. I don't want to be missing on anything you guys say, that's the thing. Alright, so let's lower the opacity of her. Man! I'm thinking about the camera. I'm really thinking about the camera, but you know what? Let's use the picture instead. I don't want to spend too long. Oh, I don't want to spend too long tonight. I just want to get this done, right? Because it's just a thumbnail. It's just a thumbnail. I'm not doing that to get money. So how are you guys feeling about Frame 4? Like, what do you guys know, or if you guys don't know at all, feel free to say it, because I'll share what we're gonna go through. I'll share expectations. Like, as far as everybody knows, I think like this is the first time that this game is gonna be out in the Western sphere, so basically officially out in English. But before this, it was out in Japan, and then like a group of passionate Fatal Frame fans decided to give it a fan translation. And believe it or not, I was there. I was there when that team decided to do that. I always get confused by the abbreviations of Final Fantasy. True, fair. Me too. Sometimes I'm like, am I talking about Fatal Frame? Am I talking about Final Fantasy? But I usually use Roman numbers for Final Fantasy. And yeah. And like otherwise for Fatal Frame. But if it helps, sometimes I just use Project Zero for Fatal Frame, because that's the original name in Japanese. Zero, why zero? I believe it's because the kanji for ghost is Rei, and Rei basically means empty or zero. I remember the last time you played Fatal Frame with us, so I at least have an idea of what might be, but since, as you said, it's a new fan translation, I don't know what will be there beyond ghosts and cameras. Fair! Yes, we'll be fighting ghosts with cameras. That's the gist of it, I guess. Oh. Yeah, ghosts and cameras. I think the idea is the fact that I think East Asians or just Asians in general believe that when you capture a photo, you're also capturing the soul. I think for a good while, like when we used to have like film cameras, people or like my grandparents would actually advise against taking photos of cats because you're like seeping away their life by doing so. But then since the age of digital cameras, it's not viewed with the same heft, just the same spiritual heft. Oh, this is not looking good. Okay, wait. It just those guidelines are just not doing it for me. But I don't know if you guys also had to experience or like had a belief like that. I feel like that's just my family. I don't think I'm gonna be able to replicate that nose, so... Or I don't think I can do the entire face to look as good as it is because like it's a 3D render and I'm drawing over a 3D render. So we're gonna take a bit more liberties with the face to look more proportionate in my style. Yeah, I've heard of people considering photographs as taboo for various reasons. Yeah, no, I've heard of that. Yeah, you don't show pictures of people who passed away because it's like, to a certain extent, it's like not letting them rest. I do believe like some of us, or like some of my family, believe in that as well. Like especially the older ones. It's too powdery for me. There we go, that looks more like fear. Yeah, like the idea is that when you show their face, or because there's the whole idea that like faces are unique to someone, right? And it's like when somebody's spirit sees that their face is not allowed to rest, it's like they're not letting their soul rest. But that's like the belief of like more superstitious people, I believe. That looks a lot like fear. That looks more fearful than the girl is actually supposed to. Yeah, oh well. Let's go. Hair. Oh my god. I'll be honest, my hair is my least favorite part to draw. Why? Because it's so detailed. Then why did you give yourself that much detail? Well, because it's my character, it's my design. I designed myself and I styled myself every day, and unfortunately my hair is always a mess, okay? And like, if you guys notice, I am really drawing on just like one singular layer. I tend to do that because like I don't clean my sketches, I just draw. I'm a mess. But I color with a lot of layers. And thank you, Nemo, thank you. I try. We spent so much time on internal dialogue and reminiscing, like... Give me a sec. But... is he an old man? Is he an old man? I must know. If it's an old man, I don't... like, I'm pretty sure it's okay for him to think that much. Also, Godspeed on what you're writing. Where plot? The real plot is the real plot is in the character lore, okay? Shush. That's the entire story of Final Fantasy VI. Like obviously there are external drives of external drivers with the actual story progression, but like real story isn't the character plot, you know, the character motivations. We gotta do our own things here, okay? And I don't really draw while chatting with people. But I tend to enjoy drawing while watching somebody stream. So usually I would have like a little window next to this art software where it's usually somebody streaming or I'm watching like a streamer. But today I decided to do something different. I still haven't decided if I want to go to the office tomorrow. So yeah, like if I do, I might have to sleep early, but here we are, right? Here we are. I'm not getting ready for bed. But I can always just go in a bit later. It's okay for me too. It's okay. Welcome though. It's a guerrilla, so don't worry about it. I was also delaying it because I went out for dinner and then after that I did mini groceries, which turned out to be like the biggest grocery purchase I've ever done in like the past months. So technically it would be my first big purchase this year in terms of groceries. Stay at home. Evil voice, stay at home. Stay at home, Sheol. They don't really need you at the office. They don't. I'll be honest, they don't. And I'm always available on Slack, or like if they need me in general, I'm always available. They don't really need to like hunt me down or anything. And also like on days where everybody else is going to the office, I'm kind of like, I don't really want to be there because like you gotta fight for parking. Like it's free parking. My new workplace is like a house, right? It's like 2 houses. So I don't have to pay like the usual corporate parking, but you do have to like be strategic of when you arrive so you get like the ideal spot, so you're not blocking everybody else and it's easy for you to go out once you're done with work or when you want to leave work. That's the kind of place it is. Does this look fine? Yeah, I think this looks fine. Hey Chubby, there's a technique to it. Says the person who commutes to work by train. Okay, I also want to say that like we do have trains, but it really depends on where you work. Like if you, like for example for me, since I work in a place where it's essentially is a neighborhood, it's not exactly easy to get to. Most people who work, most people who live in like old neighborhoods, they kind of have to like drive a bit before they get to a station, because the infrastructure of this country Well, it is what it is, right? It was, I don't think they planned it very well. Oh yeah, I draw with the tablet. So I got like a pen. You could not? What's the problem with drawing pads? Or does it not feel like paper enough? The only thing about 100% work from home is that when I have a bad day at work, I have to leave the house because I'm at risk of stewing in the vibes. So, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, sometimes it gets that way. And I'm like, I'm glad that I work at a place where I have the option, you know, like if I wanna work at home or if I wanna work at the office, and I just have that option. And that was like a part of the contract, right? Fuck, I lost track of what that strand was gonna be. I think it's a matter of practice, Chubby. I've been using digital tablets for at least 10 years. I've been using it since like I was in secondary school, like just getting out of elementary. I wouldn't say I'm talented. If I were talented, I would be much bigger than I am now. I would have effortlessly at least 1,000 subscribers. But no, I'm pretty sure like a part of that is like contributed by networking, right? And I don't network enough. But yeah, no, it's a lot of hard work, practice. I practiced a lot, but then I also took a lot of breaks. I've been drawing since I was 4. Since like my eyes first laid on Sailor Moon. I was like, I need to be able to do that, and I just kept at it. And while I have not been able to become an animator despite that being like my first choice when I was a kid, you know, because I was not allowed to, and because being an animator means, you know, being an artist to an Asian family is not exactly the most feasible career. Maybe here's the place where I confess. I used to go into medical science, but then, you know, that was still after I had to like somehow fight. I had to like fight with my parents at some points. I wanted to go into humanities, but my dad wouldn't let me because it meant I wouldn't be able to take additional maths. And he wanted me to take additional maths because he was hoping that somebody would basically be an engineer like him. Actually, I am gonna do the thing where I finally make a new layer. I do not dream of being an animator anymore. I do dream of being a concept artist now though. Like, I like designing. I like the concept of designing. but I don't think I know. I don't think I understand the process entirely. Because like for a lot of people, they need to for a lot of actual concept artists, right? They need to be able to crunch out a lot of designs, a lot of design options, and then they work through it. Oh, it doesn't look right for me. Let me figure out the hair first. Something about the hair is bothering me. But anyway, a lot of us I just realized then, a lot of us here are Asians. You guys want to share what your parents wanted you to be when you were growing up? Does anybody in the class want to share what their parents wanted them to be? But if you don't, that's okay too, because like it can be a painful memory. So oh yeah, I forgot to announce that I announced to like my friends, but I finished Engage. I didn't get the DLC characters, but what do you think, Doctor, Engineer, Lawyer? Yeah, I was so close to becoming a doctor though. Like even a nurse wouldn't cut it, you know? Oh, Nemo. That's a new one. Frankly, in more recent days, I've been considering that because like I do have a little bit of credit in like children's psychology thanks to my teaching degree. And then I actually asked my parents, right? Because like my grandfather kind of was like hoping that my youngest brother would be a doctor. And I was like, okay, how about if I become a psychologist? Does that count as a doctor? And my parents was like, really? You want to be a psychologist? And I'm like, I mean, I could be. I've been considering it. But I'm pretty sure like if I came in with my actual knowledge of psychology to my parents now, I don't think they would be very happy with me calling out anything they've done to me. Your parents were supportive of your dream of being an academic, actually. Good for you. I'm so glad for you. I'm so glad that your life turned out differently. Old man had to take out the mantle after my grandfather passed away, and they were like, okay, our kids can be oh. There's a part of that that makes me like really just a little bit sad. Aww. Okay, but why psychologist though? Now I need to know, if that's okay to know. Why were they like, you know, don't you secretly want to be a or like, you know, low-key want to be a psychologist? Well, if you can prove them wrong, prove them wrong. I'm trying to do that with singing, but it's not working out, obviously. So I'm still doing what I'm doing. Eee, something about the hair is bothering me. I'm not happy with it. Sing while I draw? Nah. I mean, I could sing, but not while I'm drawing, no. That'd be a bit too much. I am pretty sure I would be overwhelmed. Plus, I'm listening to the same music you guys are listening to, so like, I'm gonna have to like change over to something that I can sing along to. I know if on Twitch the VOD might get muted, so YouTube is fine, I guess. I feel like your dad didn't have much of a choice. It's like, oh, you like psychology in high school. My parents, yeah, I think it was that case with my parents, you know, and my dad lived like a good life. My dad is still working and he's still getting paid very, very well. And I personally, I want that for me, but I don't think I can because your girl does not have a certificate in engineering and she is not a girl made for STEM. Maybe not, she's not made for STEM. Or at least not the mathematical STEM. I think I can go back to medicine if I want to. Just as long as I'm in a good environment, I guess, like in a supportive environment compared to when I started. No, I do not do Twitch, in fact, at all. I am only exclusively streaming on YouTube. And my parents only allowed me to take English because, you know, they saw how good I was at English in high school and they were like, yeah, why don't you be a teacher then? So yeah, and that's how I got my degree as a teacher. My teaching degree, I mean. Alright, okay. Do we want to keep her twin tails at the back? Because I have been struggling with drawing that. So we can try again, let's try again. Okay. But let's not make it like too flowy, just make it like kind of, yeah. How many languages do I know? I don't know a lot, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot. I know Japanese, and that's because I spent like my high school days transliterating songs and singing them, but I have never been formally trained in Japanese, although I did once went to Japan with for a short-term classes, and then they couldn't class me at first, then they put me in beginner, but then beginner classes they were so understimulating for me. It's a shame, you know, like because I wasn't good enough for like the medium classes. They had to put me in beginners and then I was like understimulated. I wasn't learning anything, but it was like a short-term class because it was mostly focused on like the half trip aspect of it. But my brother learned something out of it. Like I went there with my brother. I know a bit of Arabic because like it was mandatory for me when I was much younger, but I have forgotten a lot of it. I used to be like in mid-level of Arabic in high school. I also did a bit of French, and I'm pretty sure like if you gave me written French, I can understand it, but I cannot understand spoken French quite yet because French people speak so fast. I know how to read Korean script, but I do not know Korean at all. It is such a weird mix. Okay. It is such a weird mix of stuff for me. But if it helps, I know how to speak Malay and Bahasa Indonesia because those two languages are quite similar. They speak so fast, right? Like it isn't just me. And like for the while that I was in Nigeria, I learned just a little bit of Dutch. Just a little bit. I don't know a lot though. I kind of wish they actually taught us Dutch when I was there. Because like they taught us French, but they didn't teach us Dutch. Like if your handle on English was not good enough, they keep you in intensive English. But then once you got like a good handle of it, you could go into the French classes, and that's what happened to me. I wasn't very good at English at first. when I was in Nigeria. Believe it or not. Although I was considered as like great in English when I was in Malaysia before. I just revealed where I'm from. Anyway, when I was much younger, my teachers believed that I was really good at English, and then when I moved to Nigeria, I found out that I wasn't actually good in English. So they put me in intensive English. And yeah, eventually I went into French classes because I finally got a good handle on English. So technically I learned English when I was in Nigeria. Unfortunately though, again, my people or the people who live near me in this community, they don't really take to me kindly because I speak English, which is strange because like English is still a very it's like still a very commonly used language around here. I think in the urban areas it's fine, but when you start meeting people from the suburban areas, it's kind of like sad because they discriminate you or they think you're stuck up just because you speak English. And that was kind of like the reason why I struggled with my pre-use. Oh no, yeah, without a doubt, they were just jealous, probably. Wait, why is there no more music? Is it done? Are we done with music? Is the playlist like... Oh. There we go. Video pause for a bit, thank you. Most Dutch people wouldn't recommend you learn Dutch. Okay, Jim, I'm gonna share with you something, right? Before I moved to Nigeria, there was like this little thing where they had to do like this assimilation course, assimilation program. So I was in Holland for 2 days just for this like assimilation program. I think it's because I finally learned that eventually like the company that my dad was working for was a Netherlands-based company, right? And that's why we had to stop by Netherlands for a bit and go through this program. Your girl was trying to grieve. Your girl was trying to grieve over the fact that she was leaving her friends at 11 years old, right? But then here we are. We had to learn English while we were there. I had to like speak English with this new lady that I didn't know who also speaks Dutch. And we also had to learn about Nigerian culture while we were there. And hey, Elio! I haven't seen you around, but yeah, hello. I know it's probably because of the weird timing of my stream. But yeah. Thank you for coming. We're just talking about speaking languages and learning about them. So like I'm also curious, okay, because like I lived such a I moved here and there kind of life, right? Roni! Is that who I think it is? Roni? Roni? Is that the same person that I know? Sorry for the heavy breathing. Oops. If this is the Roni, then I have to introduce you to everybody here, and I have to like immediately turn you into a mod. Of course you're learning German. Okay, how is it going? How is learning German going? Alright. Maybe or not, okay. Because like I know there was somebody I know whose name is who goes by Rurouni for like a long time. But hello. Welcome to my stream. Alright, we're gonna give her the outfit, Ruka's outfit here. So it's a quite an open. Give me a sec, I need to scream. Okay, I screamed with the mic off. Welcome! I missed you! I haven't talked to you in so long! Yeah, no, I understand, and plus like our time zones. Okay, but guys, Rurouni here has been my friend and has always been... He was my first ever beta listener, okay? If you ever wondered whoever gave me the courage to ever sing when I was a teenager, it was him. It was him. And this guy's my first Hispanic friend, by the way. I think he was my best friend for a long time online, okay? And he's Hispanic, and we always believed ourselves to be siblings from different mothers. But yeah, no, Elio, I feel like that's how I feel about Arabic. Yeah, deep lore, deep Cho lore, okay? Deep Sheol lore. And we were friends from Digimon forums. It's why would you still have the early samples, bro? We were on Skype at the time. But anyway, yeah, meet Roni. Roni, I will be streaming Fatal Frame at some point, so this is me drawing the thumbnail. Yeah, Calhounid here is Nemo, Elio is Elio, Amethyst Reverie is Keel. Why not? Okay, I'll be honest, I lost that recording of you singing Bohemian Rhapsody, okay? I'm sorry, bro. And yeah, guys, that was my unadulterated joy. Oh no, I don't know how to draw frills. Crap. Okay, let's see. So there was a time, guys, this was before Skype had like screen sharing. We used to try and time our watch through of horror games while we were on call. I just recorded again. How are you? Remember doing that, right? Wait, what's your timestamp? We got a meta reactions. Just busy. Yeah, like last I heard you were doing a lot of construction stuff. Talking about being tricky to line it up, aligning frills is like another thing. Holy crap. Guys, I'm just gonna wing it, okay? I'm not gonna make this as specific. You don't remember that year at all? Yeah, it was probably 2018. It wasn't that long ago since we last talked. We still have that server with everybody else. We're just rarely on. Like personally, I'm just not a server person either. Ah! Okay. Let's deal with something else first because I cannot do frills at the moment. And this is just a preview of my screaming when we do stream without a frame, by the way. Alright. Because I was playing Wolong last night, which is also a Koei Tecmo game, by the way. Wolong is a dark Souls-like game, but it's set in like the Chinese Three Kingdoms settings, yeah. Flashback to the Signalian screen. I'm so sorry. I have not changed it. Ruroni, if you're seeing this, I have not changed at all.
When I look into her eyes, I see paradise.
Oh. Okay, so that was like a line that I initially tried to draw for the hair. Okay. But Jim, have you seen? Oh no, I don't think so. I think I've privated it by now. I had a Fatal Frame 5 stream up, but it was so low quality that I decided, nah. Someday I'll redo it, but. I was also quite jumpy. Like, every time I stream a horror game, Himot will just be like, "Girl, why are you so jumpy?" And I'm like, well, aren't you jumpy when you play Dead Space? And he sure was, so you can't blame me. Can't blame me for being jumpy. It did see that stream pop up in an email. That was wait a second. Which one? Signalis or Fatal Frame 5? Because like, yeah, that was a while ago. That was like really a while ago when I first started playing around with streaming settings. But I never like properly did anything about it. You being jumpy in a horror game? That hasn't changed at all. Nothing has changed. Oh, cool. Crud. I have to do another Fatal. I will eventually when I do have the time. When I do have the because okay, I bought Fatal Frame 5 on the PS4, and the PS4 is not with me. The PS4 is with my sister at the moment. Not that she's playing a game, but she needed it for the Blu-ray. Girl, what are you wearing? Anyway, I'm not gonna think about the details too much, right? We don't wanna take too long. Fatal Frame 5 is on Steam already. It was released at the same time as the PS4 release, but I'm saving until then because I got money. Games cost money, you know, and I don't exactly have money. Although I did purchase Fatal Frame 4 early. It's just that like when I bought it then I really intended on playing it on the PS5. PS4 I mean. Trying to do my commissions too, but your brain keeps saying no for the past few. Me too. Me too, Ilio. Like I still have like a backlog, and it's not like I haven't started at all, you know. It's like I'm already halfway there, and I'm like, why can't I? But I also realize I'm facing quite the burnout, especially like with the work being so much as it is. So like I just kind of like need to step back and then do things for myself. And Chubby, I appreciate it, but like I'd like to get it myself. And also I'm not exactly comfortable with accepting things from people, but if you really want to help me or like get me something, I have like a throne page to help increase the quality of my streams as well, which is much more preferred than like a new game. Thank you though, I appreciate it. Okay, give me a sec. I need to move my chat dock out. You're not sure how it works still. Oh, okay. For me, at least for me. Come on, chat. Okay. At least for me, for my country at least, throne does not let the... How do I put this? Throne does not let the donator, what the fuck? You teach English. To buy the thing immediately, you know, it doesn't immediately buy it for you like most countries. And I imagine like for you it might help with that, like it might be able to do that, but for me it doesn't. For me, instead, it sends the money to my PayPal so that I have the money to purchase the thing. I should probably link my throne somewhere around here. Which is weird that I haven't actually. Why didn't I think about that? I think you might have an option to let Throne do that instead, you know? It does allow for more flexibility, like say if you realize you might need that money for something else, an actual like supplies that month, it actually is quite helpful. Because then you also might not need to give Throne your address, which is, you know, sometimes it's sketchy, right? You don't exactly want to put your address like anywhere, really, if you could. I used to make my coffee link available for funds, but it's like, it's basically also my art account, and I kind of don't want to mix my art account with my streamer or singer account, right? Maybe I should make a coffee account for Sheol, but I'm considering that. Alright. I think we kind of got it. It looks really odd otherwise. Yeah. Okay. For billing purposes. Sus. It's always gonna be sus. I don't exactly want to make a GoFundMe when I don't exactly need it for necessities. I don't know. Don't seem right for me. I've criticized people before for using GoFundMe to get like a 3DS, and I was like, oh no, I might have done that a bit too openly. Like now that I'm older, I realize, you know, if people consider that as a necessity, why am I getting upset? But no, like if I'm not using it for like necessities, I'm not. Like I feel like GoFundMe is where people like need it like as an emergency, you know? I don't exactly need it as an emergency. It's never exactly an emergency situation for me. Like it would be nice because like I also have like a skin disease, and it would be nice to be able to afford more stuff otherwise instead of spending my money on just like skincare. But hey, I still have the money and I still have the choice to spend and to like manage my own funds. Okay, am I missing anything? I feel like the other horn is a bit too out there, but... And we should be getting ready to go into the next stage, which is... coloring. The next stage is also the most complicated stage ever. It requires like a lot of calculations. If I ever say I love coloring, just know that's a lie. Okay, Roni. Roni, I've never been bad with money. Roni, you've known me to have lived alone, okay? I think Roni even knew me when I was like living in the dorms. Like when I was still in the dorms. That's insane, bro. Nobody knew me when I was living in the dorms. But yeah, no, you're allowed to be like she's all grown up. Because you knew me since I was like what? 15? I know Kyo knew me when I was 16, 17. Yeah, he probably knew me since I was like 14. Wait, 12. 12 was when I first joined the Digimon forum, so yeah, around then. Okay. Coloring time! Stretch. Back stretch for a bit because drawing uses the back. I can't keep sketching over the lines, man. I can't keep doing this, but I do. 12? That's so long, yeah. He's known me for damn almost 20 years. We are so old. I mean, we have not been talking, like we have not talked in like so long. Because we've been busy, like we become adults, right? But he's known me for like nearly 20 years. Definitely lost touch with all the online friends. Okay, I still have you on Facebook. Still have you on Facebook. That's kind of insane. I'll always find it funny because like okay, cause like guys, Roni's name was the first Hispanic name I've ever come across. Like, I've watched a lot of telenovelas, right? I've watched stuff from Latin America, but I've never actually had a Hispanic friend. So when I found out his name, I was like, did you know that your name like your nickname means potato in Malay? So yeah. I think like that's one of the funnier parts of our friendships, like and close and fill cause I am lazy. Oh shit, did I actually feel it? Oh no, okay, I didn't like have a reference. Oh no, don't worry. Bro, we busy. We are adults. I do not blame anyone for being busy. Oh no! It seems like we don't have any closed lines. Then we're just gonna have to do this manually. Okay. Oh, that's the one with 4 colors. Yeah, I told you that, right? I still find it funny though. Not because like the name thing is funny. Oh yeah, no, Show in French is cabbage, but it's pronounced as shoe instead. Do you have a tar meme? Yeah, the guy with his cabbages. Poor guy. Always gets his cabbages ruined somehow. Alright, okay. Do you think this can work? Erase along. Okay, it works. It works. It works. It works. I wasn't expecting to share with you guys deep Cho lore. I'm sorry. The pronunciation difference is why you didn't realize the pun so long ago. But also, okay, I think one of my exes, he speaks Chinese as well. He said that Cho is also a word for ugly but cute, or like a dog that was like named Cho or something, like a dog breed. And I'm like, huh, how dare you? But you love hearing the deep Cho. Okay, guys, wanna hear something cringe about the deep Cholo? We used to call each other Oni-san and Imoto. That's what we used to call each other. You guys might think it's a bit weird, okay? You guys might think it's a bit weird because of like the connotations that people have with those words now. But it was like a purely wholesome thing back in the day for us. That's my certified Oni-san there. Help! Is it too cringe? Do you guys still love hearing the deep Cho lore? Yeah, you did. You used Lil Sis more. I used to be the one that goes, guys, I'm his Imoto. Guys, my Oni-san actually beta listened to this cover, okay? Be proud. That's something a lot of anime communities. Yep. Cringe. Alright, so we need to refine this. I can't let that go. Good night, Nemo, and thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Oh my god, you called your friends nakama? Cool. Oh my god. Fell. I think honestly the cringiest part of me was that I used to call my ex Panda. Then I'm like, why? Why was that a thing? I don't remember what he used to call me though. I think at one point he tried calling me Shotty. It was so weird. This was in high school, by the way. And see you later, Nemo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and good night. Stop. You remember way too much stuff. You know way too much stuff about me. It's not okay. It's not okay. Me divulges the internet with everything, with my life. Roni, I remember that. Me, shut up. The shoddy part was so weird. Actually, thinking back about it. Oji-san, Oba-san? Why? I guess sometimes you're proud to be old. You could write my wiki page. Please. If you ever do, I want to see your take on it. And then I'll correct some stuff. Actually, guys, let me finish erasing and cleaning this up, and then I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys something that I've been working on. Nemo has heard it. I had Nemo beta listen to it, but I'm going to be remixing it again. Like seriously old, like grandma, grandpa with oh my god. Alright. Oh, okay. Give me a sec. Let me search for the thing. It's actually one of the covers that I plan to upload, but the Japanese version is not ready yet. Like, I'm still waiting on the mix for the Japanese version, but this is the English version. It will be like a dual upload. So we have both the English and the Japanese version. But I will be remixing this, so.
Where are you now? Wash away the stay of her by your bleeding scars. Remind you the barricade. Tell me how you keep your focus in a written tone. Though the crowd's memories must be decayed. Some little ironies, cold tragedies, so silently. And you face the gravity in agony. Though don't be afraid, the daybreak has come and there's no curtain call, no regrets are needed among the world of you and I. You know we have made every damn single mistake. That's what it's all about, the life we belong. our gravity in agony. Don't be afraid the daybreak has come and there's no curtain call. No regrets are needed among the world of you and I. You know we have made every damn single mistake. That's what it's all about, the life we don't be afraid when daybreak has come and there's no curtain call. No regrets are needed among the world of you and I. You know we have made every damn single mistake. That's what it's all about, the life we yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like the mixing was subpar, so it will have to go through another process, and I might actually like re-record some parts again. But yeah, that's the song. I do have another version that's in Japanese, which is, I think the Japanese one is more refined in terms of vocals. But thank you for listening. It seems I have fallen and deeper into the Hiroyuki-sawa no hell. So here we are. Our aim is to eventually actually sing a Hiroyuki no song. Like he actually like... The idea is that maybe someday he will actually compose a song that's for my voice. But you know, I don't think that's ever happening in my lifetime, but thank you. That was a part. No, that mixing was not the best that I could have given it. The singing was fine. I believe the singing was okay for my standards, but the mixing could have been better. I do have another cover that I worked on really quickly, but it doesn't have a lot of my vocals in it. It's more like a dubstep kind of thing. Music drops, yeah. But I should have been working on the cover art for that instead of this. But this is coming out. This is coming out soon, and I think this requires a bit more time than that. Do you think we can actually finish this tonight? I don't think so. I might actually have to continue working on it tomorrow. Why did I do that? Why did I Control Z that? Ugh. Okay, whatever. Let's go. I'll clean it up later. There's always gonna be room for improvement. Like that's my idea with singing. My idea was singing. I say, despite being like consistently how do I put it? I've been feeling consistently down about it these days, because like, what's the point of singing anymore?
you know, but like I also realize I'm actually not that bad. Like technically I got technique, man. I got technique, and my voice have been refined a bit more these days. It's just that we haven't, you know, we just haven't. We're just not exactly where I was hoping I would be when I was much younger. Kind of sad. I had such like huge expectations for myself, and I can't even reach it. But you know, that's just how it is with everyone, right? Like we all are here to achieve something. But sometimes you just gotta be a bit more. You just gotta set it a bit lower. I feel like I talk about this like every other stream. I'm sorry. It's so boring. Oh right. I'm sorry. I forgot to put up the music again. All right. There we go. But I need to lower the volume. How long have I been singing? I have been singing as Roni. He can answer that. Seek to be better in a healthy way. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, Roni, let me tell you something. Like, you know, the singing community has changed so much, but you know what hasn't changed? The fact that people do and still hope for perfection. And it shows a lot. It still shows these days, because like people are relying more and more on tuning. I remember how autotune hated my voice back then. It still does. I feel like whenever I try to tune myself, or whenever like tuning is involved in general, it's like it just doesn't sound good with me. Jim, you say that, but like the earliest that we have here is not the earliest that I've been singing. But yeah, thank you for saying that though. Like I get where you're going with that. Like I had another channel before this one. So yeah. Don't worry about me, I'm just flat coloring this. I'm saying that because like I tell myself and I'm like, oh, this doesn't look good, and I'm like, stop, obviously it doesn't look good yet because you're still flat coloring it, duh. And now the lines need to be darker. Okay. He just said for as long as he's known me. And that's true. I've never messed with autotune. No, yeah, nowadays they have this thing called just tuning, which is not auto-tuning, it's actually manually tuning. And I've messed around with it. It's just so much effort, and I'm like, I know, effort, right? Like that's nothing new. You're supposed to put in effort. I'm supposed to put in effort, and I don't. That's the problem. Oh. Something about those lines are bugging me. I don't know what it is, but it is bugging me. It's not it. That's not it. I think the lines need to be a bit more thicker so it doesn't look as messed up, but let's see how this looks. It's fine zoomed out. I'm just bugged by it when it's zoomed in. Anyway, sorry. I've tried auto tuning. If you just look through my stuff, you actually find the stuff where I actually am auto tuned. In fact, like if you listen to the duet, come give me a sec. Ooh. Oh, sorry, wrong. This duet, it's actually auto-tuned. Give me a sec, let's increase the volume a bit. Oh, that's not me, by the way, I'm just saying. That's my partner. When I damage your delicate spine, please don't let go shine surprise. They be like, what you mean? What is your winning scheme? I got a giant tease. What? Okay, you gotta hear it. That part, that really high part, was 100% auto-tuned. Don't ask me how to do that again because I would not be able to do that with full power. That was just me like winging it. I would not be able to do the same thing in full power anymore. So yeah. And yes, that's the dude rapping as my partner. If you guys think he should rap more, absolutely let me know because then I will pester him for more. I think he has like a wonderful voice, but he doesn't like it because it's not like deep enough for him. And I'm like, it's deep enough for me. And finally, a partner who wants to sing with me, right? Like, he doesn't always want to sing with me. Like, obviously, he doesn't want to do it like all too often, but he'll still do it if I ask him. And I think that's enough. Like, that's all I ever really wanted. I just did no, that wasn't in full power. Like, that sure was me doing it, but it wasn't like the same heft, the same body. Oh, Chubby, the reason why my falsetto is amazing at all is because like I never knew how to go into head voice before this. When I was younger, I didn't know how to go into head voice, so I always defaulted to falsetto whenever I went high or whenever I wanted to sing high notes. Which is probably why like I'm more trained in my falsetto. But I very much prefer my chest voice more. No, you cannot hear full power. I just said you can. That your falsetto is amazing, Ilio. Falsetto tends to sound nicer. Falsetto is also the easier voice to get into when you're like singing along to something because you kind of want to go higher than the actual voice that you're listening to. So like a lot of people tend to actually default to their falsetto voice when they're singing. Alright, now I probably need to try and shade. But it kind of looks good already. Wait, yeah, wait, you mean like your chest voice? Oh, I mean, because you said your friend said that to you when you first sang. So like, were you referring to like your chest voice or your falsetto? I mean, I could try singing some more stuff tonight while I'm doing this. But I also want to get this out of the way, and it's like 12 already. Oh, defaulting to falsetto. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Okay, I don't want to replicate too much of the shading that they have in the original art because holy shit, she looks so ashy. So I'm gonna try and see if I can give it my own take without making it look too different. Actually, I should do shading first. Let's go. I admit I have forgotten my technique my entire thing, so I don't know how to do this anymore. But yeah, whenever I do covers, I tend to go like the quick route. I don't exactly go into the shading as I usually would, which is going into like the more details, but I airbrush it instead. But I probably should give her a bit more like muted colors though. How to make the colors more muted? I know the one way to go into it is like saturation, but why did I color that hand entirely? Because now that just... You are happy to report, give me a sec. One comp has been finished! Yay! Elio! Yay! Great job! Did like watching me draw like help you get into it? A mix of saturation and contrast adjustments, yeah. I think I'll have to do that much later in the process. Did like chilling with me drawing help? I hope it did. Yay! Great job! Body doubling? Could you explain that to me? But I did mention earlier on that I like drawing when I'm watching somebody else streaming. If you guys want, I could probably do this more. I think it might actually help me be more productive and focus on art. I do have a few comps to work on as well, and I kind of want to like close them for a bit, but people are still like friends. I get it, like, you know, like friends are my clients, right? And I can't exactly turn them down. I don't think that's exactly where you might want to get. Actually, it might be where you might want to. And Chubby, I appreciate that. Like, I usually like Sheol in red, but I kind of want to like keep it to the same theme, where I keep drawing my characters wearing the protag's outfit. Doesn't matter what outfit the protag is wearing, I still gotta draw Sheol in what the protag is wearing. Hi, do it my style. Yeah, no, I get that, Ilio. I get that. I'm glad it's been beneficial in some way. Yeah, parallel play, right? It's like how kids spend time together in each other's space, but they're not really like actively interacting with each other. I do like that. I do miss that too. And I feel like that's what people do on Discord calls, but I also cannot. Because like a lot of the times it's like conversations that everybody else is participating in, and it's like, do you guys ever have a moment of silence? Like a moment. But yeah. And welcome, Dims. I hope that's it's okay for me to just like shorten your name to Dims. You didn't see what I did. You didn't see what I did. Ah, you treat your streams like that when you were actively streaming. Got it. It depends for me because like I tend to be talkative. I tend to be talkative for no reason, despite being someone who is like quiet otherwise, right? But okay. Give me a bit, give me a sec. Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to turn off the sound music for you guys. Alright. I meant to make a new tab for that. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, and thank you, Dims. I'm sorry, I was like distracted. But thank you. My art is, yeah, it's art. I've been practicing for like a long time, right? So okay, I did what I needed to do. So let's go back. Didn't have the goal of building an audience, just the way to vibe with people. Yeah, no, that's absolutely like very valid, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go standard, my standard way of shading. As much as I hate it, I forgot how to shade. Is that really the brush? Yeah, okay, fine. I think we might have to change the color of the skin. I think we might have to go change it to be more ashy. It's also a bit late for me, so I'm starting to be a bit tired. Ooh, that's ashy as heck, but it does fit the scheme. Anyway, anybody's excited for Fatal Frame? Because I am. That was so random. And Dims, what did you stream today? Out of curiosity. And how did you find my channel? That was very interesting because like a lot of people who tend to find my channel are found it through gaming. Oh, 2 sketchbook tours. Oh, do share with me how sketchbook tours go. Like, are you showing what you drew and like, yeah, basically like a tour of sketchbooks? Yeah, Roni, sometimes I highlight first, but sometimes I find it more efficient to like shade first, even if it's like really rough shading. But like it's not a very consistent thing. Like I haven't been able to figure out like a more consistent process for me yet. Like it's been years, but I haven't, yeah. I'll be honest, I haven't. Oh, that's cute. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate that. I don't always draw though. I'll just be honest. I usually use this channel to stream my gaming and also I post my singing. But otherwise no. I don't exactly draw. This is my first art stream. And even then it's just because like I wanted to do something tonight. You tend to multiply a layer that covers the entire base color, then erase where the light goes. Huh. Ah! I feel like you guys have already streamlined your process, and I'm like, I have not done the thing. I have not done the thing where I should be studying how I want to do things. Oh, you love singing too? What do you sing? Oh, you recently wrote your own song. That's cool. I have not done that in forever. just your favorite way to render these days. Yeah, that makes sense. Roni, I have never known anyone who was the most like diligent anatomy studier. Anatomy studier. What do I mean by that? By that I mean like no one I know like studies anatomy as diligently as you. Like not saying that nobody does it really, but like you're the most diligent and like consistent anatomy student that I've known. Sorry, it came away from the mic. Like that is not to say anybody else is like not diligent, but like from the time I've known Roni, like he does the most anatomy studying, and I have not done half as much study as he's done it. Is it really that odd? Being respected like that? Like, okay, I know Ilio for like he has like a very distinctive like lighting style, you know? And I like Ilio's I like to be able to distinguish everybody's specialties and styles, you know? Not to say they are any less like anybody's any less than the other, but that like for Ilio for example, I love how he can simplify a lot of things. I love how he does stuff in general. Like it's so simple yet it delivers. But like with Roni's like a bit more technical, and that's also something to be admired. Like I think Elio has like enough practice to make it like less evidently technical, that kind of stuff. Like he's done his part on that. But for me, I still like get hung up on my steps a lot. Ah, okay. We are not trying to make this perfect. We are not trying to make this perfect. It is just gonna be just good enough for this lighting, right? I'm trying to make it like look good with this lighting, and it's already looking great so far, right? Sorry, that was my Discord notification. I'm gonna turn on streamer mode. Actually, let me turn on like auto turn on streamer mode because okay. Like you see the thumbnail and it looks perfect, right? I mean, as in like it looks like it's in place. It's not out of place. She could be a bit darker, but learn how to freehand more sins and finding references help, but planning out the details first help to simplify things. Yeah, you've always been like more of the details guy, you know? And I've always been like a bit more of the winger. If that makes sense. Hey Cho, how do you do things? I don't know, I just wing it. What my guts tell me. That's exactly how I play my Souls-like games anyway. They say it's hard, but my ass is like, yeah, no, I'm just mashing buttons. That's how I survive. Eventually, the controls in Souls-like games have become a bit more traditional or conventional. So, yeah, no, before this, like a lot of Dark Souls games, for example, I think they still stick to the formula of being, you know, sticking to the same controls, but like Koei Tecmo has a lot of Souls-like games. Koei Tecmo is the same publisher as Fatal Frame, right? But when they do games like that, they tend to also make it like a bit more conventional. Anyone who's ever played... yeah, I played Tekken. There's gonna be Tekken 8. Have you forgotten that I played Tekken? But yeah, how are you feeling about Street Fighter 6 that's coming up? Nah, I like my shine here. Just button mash around. Doesn't that mean just playing any fighting game ever? Playing any fighting game ever. Mash a button. Just mash a button. Just mash it. Mash it. Nothing wrong with mashing. Playing online games on Poki and nothing else. Oh, what's up, Poki? Do share. I'm curious though. And Ilio, how do you work out armor details? Like, how do you simplify them? That's my question. Actually, you know what? You know what would make my life so much easier? If I just darken these lines and then make it even darker, duh. Okay, wait. It turns out I cannot make it any darker, but you know what I can do? I can copy and paste. No, not copy and paste. I can duplicate the layer and voila. I think the second layer does not have to be multiplied, but the first one can be, yeah. Yeah, that looks much better. Yeah, no, it was on multiply earlier. It wasn't dark enough, apparently. Alright, now let's just like really roughly shade the hair. No. Sometimes if the details of both sides of the armor is the same, I just use the symmetry ruler to... Oh, you use the symmetry ruler, okay. If it's too complicated, I just bullshit my way through. Not me, that's me. I bullshit my way through it 100% of the time. How old am I? I am a 208 years old succubus, but really in translation, that's just 28 years old. I'm turning 29 this year, I believe. I forget, I'm turning 29 or am I 30? That's the thing. That's my problem. I kind of feel like I'm 1 year older than I am. Always go with grungy or worn armor, less reason to be doing clean polished armor. But yeah, no, Final Fantasy 14, though they're a bit more grungy as they go. Oh, and hey, you're 15 and you're super artistic already. That's really good. I was like that when I was like 15. I had a lot of stuff. I did a lot. I did way too much stuff. Let me be real. Yeah, you're a year older than me, right? You're a year older than me. A lot of my friends are 2 years older than me. And congratulations, Dims, for for being so creative at such a young age. Please keep it up. We need more creatives like you. And so openly sharing your work and stuff. Hey, Attilas! And you're clinging to your 20s as long as you can, and that means only accepting your 30 on your actual birthday. What's the problem, huh? I thought you wanted to be the hot old man. What's the problem? Come on, share. Is it your back? Is your back giving out already? You're turning 30 this year, so that means I am turning 29. Yeah, okay, then then I wasn't wrong. Alright, I think we can just like blend some of this and then we'll be done. We'll be done. I can't afford to give too much thought onto this. Okay, sleep well, okay? And it'll be nice to see you around again if you ever feel like chilling here. But yeah. Please keep it up and stay cool, stay creative. Thank you for coming over. Your lower back does ache after deadlifts. So remember that day when I was carrying the whole freezer? Anyway. Roni is not caught up on this one. By God, Roni is not caught up on this one. But there was a weekend, like 1 weekend ago, where I actually had to carry a freezer for my youngest brother because my parents. No, not at all, of course. I was so upset at them because my brother, my youngest brother is staying in a rented place, right? Unfortunately, it's a very old rented place, so like his fridge broke down and stuff. So my parents immediately like tagged every one of us and was like, you guys help your youngest brother and go grab the freezer at like my you know, I have like 2 brothers. Like one is the older one, the one that like people have mistaken us for like a couple, and sometimes And in fact, yeah, some people have actually vocally thought that we were married at some point, and that was like really awkward. But anyway, so I have two brothers, right? You know this. Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure. Why was I using my mouse for that? So the older brother is living in an apartment, and he had like this freezer that my parents got, but he didn't use it. So my parents decided, hey, why don't you guys bring that freezer to the youngest brother's place? My sister was like, oh, I'll only do it if Cho can't. And I was like, so that means like I still have to do it, right? Like I have to carry an entire freezer from an apartment down to my car and then drive 40 minutes away to my youngest brother. So no, yeah. Anyway, so the reason was because my sister said, and although she has a husband, so she could have very well just asked him for help, and you know, that's two of them. It would have been much easier for both of them. But she was like, oh, I'll only do it if Cho can't, if Cho really, really can't. And I was just, fine. You know what? You guys said so. So yeah, I went from Wangsa Maju to Subang Jaya. So I went to Wangsa Maju, I went up the elevator, and my brother said, oh yeah, we do have a trolley, but it's in the car. But that meant I had to go grab the car key in his master bedroom and then go downstairs to get the trolley and then go upstairs again to put the freezer on the trolley. You know what? I said, fuck that. I just went ahead and I carried the entire, I just pushed the entire freezer into the elevator and down to the ground floor where my car was. Mind you, it's a mini freezer, but it's still heavy for one person. I had bruises by the end of that day thanks to that. My brother, the older brother, was not around because he's in Japan right now. So yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It was all on my parents. So I did that. I sent it to Subang Jaya, right? That was like a 40-minute drive. Ilya would notice. And then my brother, my youngest brother, he wasn't even at home at the time to like receive the freezer. Fuck. Dog, yeah. Thank you though. Thank you for the offer. He went to class because he had like a class, and then he also had like an exam, but he could have also spared like a few minutes to wait for it and then help me carry it into the house before he left for class, but he didn't wait. In fact, he like left before I even arrived. You know what? Yeah, that would have made things easier. And I didn't have the keys to his house, by the way. So I left the freezer outside his house. My parents called. My parents called when I was there in front of his house with the freezer. And then they were like, "How are you? Are you about to cry?" And I was like, "I'm telling you guys right now, I already cried in the car." It's like they knew that this was gonna be like difficult for me. But then they decided, you know what, let it be. You know what, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not thinking about that. Yeah. Alright. We're done! Guys, we are done with the thumbnail. Wait, actually, let me color her a bit. Like, let me use like a gradient map and make it a bit darker and more blue. How do you do gradient map but then like, give me a sec. Layer, selection from layer. Okay, and then yeah, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. I would have left it on the first floor. Guys, when I was trying to put like that, I was trying to bring that freezer out of my car. This old Chinese dude, just like, he was about to leave the place, but then he saw me and he was like, I'm gonna come out of my car real quick and then check on you for a bit. And I was like, no, I unloaded the freezer. I unloaded the freezer before he could actually help me. Lord bless this old man. Oh, I think the multiply might have been... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was empty. Thankfully. Like, my brother didn't, like, the older brother didn't use it to begin with. So that's the reason why I had to transfer it. Oh, crap. But no, I'm glad for you, Chubby. You had like a nice day bugging me. Just tone down on that familiarity a bit. And yes, Attilas, actually I noticed that you said Fatal Frame and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, we were talking about other stuff then. But yeah, no, it's Fatal Frame. I think this could be lower. Like, just... yeah. Maybe it's a bit too dark, is it? How about overlay? Nope, overlay makes it a bit too bright. Color burn is too burned. Yeah, no, multiply is perfect for it. Yeah. Okay. I think this is it. This is where we call it, guys. Thank you for sitting through this with me. This will be our thumbnail for Fatal Frame 4, which is coming out this Thursday for, I think, for the US, but Friday for us in the other side of the world, where hours are much faster. And thank you, Attilas. Yeah, we tried. We tried to make it great, but that was my entire process. So whenever I draw a thumbnail, that's my process to make it easier and faster for me in general. I draw over the character that's already on the screen and I color in, and yeah. Be less. Okay, I have like more explicit rules, but thank you for being understanding. I can't wait too. I cannot wait to start. Yeah. And once again, thank you all for being here. Oh my god, thank you Roni for being here. Are you working today, Roni? Is that why you somehow managed to be here today? Is it the timing? Auto frame 4. Ah, for reasons. Got it. Okay, I'm trying to send over my oh, there we go. Anyway, you have to call up from work? Why? Okay, well, I'm not gonna bug you there. I'm not gonna bug you here. But no, thank you for taking the time to. We rarely get to talk to each other and, you know, chill like this. But maybe I'll time my streams like this in the future when I don't exactly have like a busy day the next day. Finally, some writing stuff is like wrapping up. So yeah. This might be better for me because like starting it immediately after work nowadays is a bit of a problem, but I also want to try and catch like the other group, I guess, like sometimes. But yeah, no, thank you everybody for coming over. Elio, Attilas, Chubby, appreciate it. And Jim, oh my god, Jim, Nemo and Misa were here too. Dims, what a creative young lad. I'm gonna have to check the channel to be sure. But yeah, no, okay, so here is where we call it, and I am gonna turn it off. So yeah, have a good day and have a good night, everybody. And yeah, of course, you still got me on Steam and Discord. You always got me everywhere else. Like I'll always be like, we can always use that server or just like DMs. But anyway, wow, the exhaustion just hit me like nobody's business. So yeah, let's call it. I got a work day tomorrow, and whenever this game does come out, I hope to be able to stream it proper without screaming so much. But yeah, thank you, love you guys. Sheol, fuck, I forgot my own tagline. Show you in hell. Thank you.